KKHT wants you to meet three of the classiest guys in real estate.
I am Chris Kelso, the maestro of mortgage.
I am Rob Cook, the godfather of real estate.
And I'm Joe Orsack, the king of credit swing. And together, we're the Real Estate Rat Pack. Much like us, real estate right now is smoking hot. So whether it's buying, selling, or owning, you need to check out the Real Estate Rat Pack.
They're here to take your calls and answer your questions live. Call now, 1-800-808-5548. And now, the Real Estate Rat Pack!
Woo! Now I'm the only noisy one this week. You know, look at this. I got a whole group of new folks in here today. Welcome to the Real Estate Rat Pack radio show. Man, we got an awesome show lined up for you guys today. I'm really excited about this. This is a fun topic and something I'm really interested in myself. Always excited to be on the show. I am going solo today. I had to bring in, pinch hitters today. Stunt doubles, if you will. I got Rob is up in Dallas. I don't know. I think he's got a CIA convention or something going on up there, some secret operative thing. What's going on up there again? So, John, you're going over there. Tell me what's going on.
It's the Texas Association of Realtor Convention this weekend. So I think he's up there,
drinking,
networking. Yeah, he's probably is that too.
Learning. Learning.
Yeah,
but I say drinking out loud
to hang with him, so he better be ready.
I'm sending John up there to check on you, Rob. We got Chris out. Chris is sick as a dog, man. He had a fever, called me yesterday, and didn't sound very good. So, Chris, man, I know you're listening. I hope you get better, buddy. We miss you and have you back next week. So, man, I'm going to introduce some folks. We've got a show lined up for you guys today. We're going to be talking about investing in real estate in the Houston market. What's that look like? Craziness. That's what it looks like. We got some great experts on the show today. I've got my old friend, my buddy, Will Fitz from First Imperial Mortgage. He's pinch hitting for Chris today to cover those tough mortgage questions. We were talking before the show, and I already mentioned something, and he said, "Yeah, well, that looks good on paper. You really don't do that." I said, "And that's why I don't do mortgage." Right there.
Throw the lefty.
I will remain the credit expert. So I had to bring on some mortgage expertise today, but we've got a ton of real estate expertise in the room today. If you guys want to call in, 800-808-5548, and we're going to be talking about real estate investing. So if you got those questions, we've got the experts in town. I have Rob on the line, and I just realized when he handed me this piece of paper that said that Rob was on the line that I don't have headphones, so as soon as Rob starts talking, I'm not going to have a clue what he's saying. So, and now we're all just scrambling, looking around the room. Hey, we're experts. Don't try this at home. Rob, I'm going to bring you up and pretend like I can hear you while I scramble for headphones. Oh, look at that. Somebody hand me some. I was trying to stall that whole time. That's what was going on. Rob, are you there?
It's going great. It's a beautiful day up here in Dallas, Texas.
Beautiful day in Dallas.
And I'm up here for the Texas Association of Realtors Convention.
Cool, Texas Association of Realtors Convention. John Altick is here in the studio today, and he's going to be coming up to see you after the show.
Well, I'm actually getting very garbled things, so I'm going to call back in so I can understand you better. So I'll call back in a moment.
Okay, not a problem. You had a garbled line. All right, well, Rob's going to give us a shout back here in a second and let us know what's going on up the Texas Association of Realtors Convention up in Dallas. Another super hot market up there. So, anyway, Dallas is Houston. I just went brain dead when I would say that. Texas as a whole is just a smoking hot market right now. Texas is definitely the place to be. So, I mean, we say it all the time. Texas is the greatest states. So, I thought somebody was disagreeing with me over there. Rob, is Rob back on the line? All right, okay, we're going to try Rob again here. He had a garbled line. Rob, are you there?
Well, actually, you know what? I'm getting really mixed signals, and I'm just very garbled sounding. So I think the technology's not going to work today.
Wow. Well.
So I'm going to let you go solo. I'll try to call back in a little bit, see if it's going to work any better. But it's just all I can hear from your side is scrambled words.
Hey, you gotta love technology. All right.
So anyway, but you got a great cast there, so I'm expecting that you're all going to do great, and my heart and soul will be with you.
Absolutely, buddy.
So have a great show.
Have a great time up there. All right, well, let's jump in, man. We've got our first guest today. Has one of those last names that I'm just going to try to say flawlessly. I said it off air, so that means I'm totally going to screw it up right now that everybody's listening. Chris Mastrangelo.
Perfect. You said it absolutely perfect.
Rocked it. Yes. Chris, tell us who you are, where you come from, all that sort of thing. Give us a little background on you.
Okay, so I'm the broker and owner of Habitation Realty. We've got about 22 agents in the Heights on Yale Street, and I'm also on the investment side. So I've been investing in real estate for 15 years now in 4 different marketplaces. I've seen all the upturns and downturns, and I've seen what to do and what not to do. And right now we're obviously dealing with a really hot market, so you can make a lot of money, but you also have to be really, really careful.
Very cool. Will.
Yes, sir.
Introduce yourself. Say hello over there, buddy.
Hello. This is Will Fitz with First Imperial Mortgage, and also located in the Heights, focusing on residential lending and mostly purchase.
Cool, man. Hey, glad you could stunt double for Mr. Chris Kelso over at Willow Bend today. So you're providing that mortgage expertise.
Glad to be here.
How long you been in Texas? I know you're a California boy.
Yep.
You got here as soon as you could.
Grew up in Texas, went to California, and then I had to come back. So been back for about 4.5 years.
So you're still a real Texan. You just went to get a tan.
Correct. Need a little beach time, some bikinis and waves, and then now I'm back.
I can't blame you for that. All right. Well, this is the crew we've got right now. Chris, tell us a little bit. I've got all kind of questions, and I want to introduce also Jessica. Jessica, you have to say hello on the microphone. If you say nothing more than hello, you've got to say hello. So introduce yourself, Jess.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jessica Cavazos. I am the office manager with Improve My Credit USA. Glad to be here.
She's glad to be here, guys.
We're glad as well.
Yeah.
We need a feminine aspect to this.
Keep us all in line. Things would just get horribly awry if there were no female in the room. I promise.
Yeah,
We'd be burping and making noises and everything else here in no time flat. I know. So let's get into talking about some real estate investment stuff. Chris, what area of town is there an area of town that you focus on that you're strongest in, or that type of thing?
Absolutely. We focus on the Heights, Inner Loop, Rice Military Memorial Park area, Cottage Grove, all the way through Montrose.
Gotcha.
And they all happen to be very, very, very hot neighborhoods, which presents a challenge.
Cool. Well, in the Heights, man, the Heights has been a happening area, and the Heights has got its own little quirkiness. Of all the areas, man, it has an identity for sure. I guess it's a fair of most of the places around town, but Heights has so much history in it. You're finding still some investment opportunities in the Heights area?
Yeah, there is. There's just the problem right now is everybody's jumped in. I remember the same thing happened in 2007 where everybody, their friends, their mothers, everybody was a real estate flipper and investor. And whenever that happens, you've got competition. Everybody's trying to buy at the same time. Prices are driven up. Margins are getting smaller. So when you're dealing with all this coupled together, you just have to be really careful that you don't get burned on a property.
That can happen quickly.
Yeah, and I'm sure Will can jump in about this, but there's a lot of hard money loans out there that are 12, 14%, with 4 points in, 2 points out, and investors are taking these loans left and right. And if that property doesn't go as planned, and they're not able to sell that in the 3 months they think they're going to, they'll get burned. So you got to be careful about the loan you get into. If you're in a safe loan, it's sustainable. If you're not, you're taking a big risk out there.
Well, you seeing that a lot?
I don't really see that often myself, just because
you're not doing hard money loans.
No, I do hard money. No, I do hard money loans. Yeah,
oh, okay.
Yeah, yes. And so it's a great way if you have limited cash to get into the market. So that's a great way. I mean, a lot of people think I have to have money to invest, but no, you can go hard money, and it does work. And I guess for me, it's worked. I guess is the case. I mean, for me, they were able to either sell, but we actually also have a cash out option that doesn't have seasoning, so they can actually, after they buy it hard money and fix it up, we can go ahead and refinance some cash out. And
tell me a little bit. Give me some detail on that. What's that look like? So I'm a new investor here in Houston. I'm going. Hey, I got a house under my belt. I've got that experience. Maybe I bought a house or two for myself, and I'm saying, man, the market is looking hot. I'm hearing all about this kind of stuff, but I don't really know where I'm getting in. I may have a little bit down to work with, but financing side, what does that look like these days?
Right. So yeah, in that case,
yes,
it's an investment property. You have to do hard money, and hard money allows you to go ahead and get the money, as Chris mentioned, at very high fees, very high rate, but you're able to get the property, and then also have the money to fix it up in many cases, and you get the property fixed up, and then at that point, you either sell it or you can hold on to it and refinance it. Like I said, refinance it, cash out, get your money back, and then do it again.
There's still some good hard money options out there then?
There are.
Cool.
Yes.
Do you run into a lot of well, and I guess this goes back more to Chris. When you're getting that investor that's coming in, are they finding more? We've got two types of investors. We talked about this before the show, and this is kind of common knowledge. You got the flip opportunity, and there's so many shows on TV that kind of make that look sexy and cool and all that sort of thing. Flip this house and flip this property, and I don't know what I'll move up, and there's like 20 different shows on TV now about flipping property, and that looks cool to everybody. But there can certainly be some pitfalls in that when you're first getting in. Do you deal with new investors? Is it experienced people that you're working with? What does the profile of investor look like these days?
We deal with both. We deal with a lot of new people, and we really walk them through it and make sure that they know exactly what they're getting into. We give them realistic expectations, and then they'll usually do fine. The more seasoned ones, they've kind of got their own opinions. They're trying to do their own markets and really set their own grounds. Yeah, I mean, there's new guys who jump in and do fine. There's new guys that jump in and do terrible. So it just all depends on your skill set and how much research you did and a little bit of luck involved in it too.
And the realtor you choose. Choose a good realtor.
I was going to say, every show we talk about this. Last week we had a whole down payment assistance show, and we had 3 people who were bad to the bone experts in that, right? It's what you're looking for. It's not just find a realtor, find a guy who's been in the business 10 years and take off running. There's so many nuances to real estate, and you really want to interview the realtor. So you know what? That's a good question right off the bat. If I was looking for an investor, if I was looking to invest and not being the experienced investor myself, and I'm saying, I want to get out there, but I don't know where to start. What's some questions that you would pose as a realtor? This is what you need to ask of your realtor.
Okay, so of course it all depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking to do investment properties only, you better hire a realtor that has done investment properties themselves and has found investment properties for their clients. If you go and try to hire the realtor who specializes in finding the perfect home for her clients, he is not going to be the one that's going to be able to find you and really get you into the right investment property. So first question to ask is, how many investors do you work with? Do you do a lot of flips where you acquire the property and then help also sell it? And then what do you do yourself? I think the key thing is any realtor who really knows what they're doing as far as investments will have their own portfolio. I mean, I've got a portfolio of about 12 rental properties. I flip about 5 to 7 houses a year, and then I've got about 40 units of apartments. So I mean, I'm in it. I know exactly where to go with things, and if you're not actually breathing it and eating it yourself, it's going to be really hard to sell it and make people a lot of money. So I would say if you're looking for investment, it's a completely different criteria in a realtor that you're looking for if you're trying to shop for a home. Do
you find that they're speaking to that same person again? In it, love that, right? Why would you take advice from somebody that's not doing it themselves?
Right.
That's brilliant. Do you find that you need for the investor, like, do I work with a particular area of town? If I'm looking to be an investor, does that matter? Should I be focused on, hey, I live in the Humble area and I'm more familiar with the Humble area, so should I be looking for properties out here? But I can look anywhere.
Yeah, I think we pinpoint people into neighborhoods. We go, what are you looking for? Are you looking for a small possibly rental income and then a 2-year exit? You're looking for a 5-year exit? Are you looking for cash flow? Are you looking to buy it in cash? Are you looking to finance? We put all this together, and there's really not a lot of options out there as far as we're concerned. We'll tell them, you're to fit your criteria and to actually make money, Oak Forest is for you. That's where you're gonna do well.
That pinpointed. That's cool.
Yeah. So I mean, we're real specific. And then if you've got a higher price point, we may suggest a different neighborhood. But it's there's just not a lot of options where you can hit all those points.
Gotcha. Man, that's cool. Hey, Chris, this is how fast the time flies by. We're already coming up against a break. I want to make sure people know how to get a hold of you. So give us some numbers, man. Tell us how to reach you.
Sure. Well, our website's habitationrealty.com. My phone number is 713-426-0366, and we're located at 1332 Yale Street in the Heights, and our second office is in the works over on Washington Avenue.
Cool.
And real quick, I just want to say, last bit of advice for anybody listening out there who's looking to invest in properties. What I've done that's never really created a loss for me is to have 3 outs on any property you buy. One is that it rents and actually makes a cash flow. The second one is that your land value, and then your third one is can you flip out of it? If you've got those 3 things going for you, so you've got a profit on all 3 of them, or at least a safety net, you'll never get burned in real estate.
Awesome. We're going to talk more about that in the last segment of the show for sure. Guys, we're already up against a break. We're going to be right back after a word from our sponsors.
About the ride or the subway fare, 'cause I know someone's there.